Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Tekrardan hoş geldiniz ve kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Sahne 2. Hükümdar görevi sahne 2'nin yarısını geçtik. Yarısı kaldı. Bundan sonra işler daha da kızışacak. Çok önemli gelişmeler oldu. Columbina ile aramız iyileşti. Çok güzel şeyler oluyor. Arkadaş olacağız galiba. Ondan sonra Nefer'le de aramız iyi. Sonra 5 günahkarlardan bir tanesi Rerir miydi adı? Evet, Rerir'le karşı karşıyayız. O Wild Hunt'daki Lumina kılığına giren kişi aslında Rerir'miş. Onunla savaşacağız. Yani 5 günahkarlardan birisi çok güçlü aslında. Skirk'ın hocası bir 5 günahkarlardan birisi. Ryan Daughter, bu Durin'i falan yapan Albedo'nun yapımcısı falan işte yaratıcısı. O 5 günahkarlardan birisiydi. Yani efsane şeyler dönüyor ortada. Ve Flince'le aramız iyileşti. Flince yapmamış. Flince kötü birisi değilmiş. Flince'e yardım etmemiz gerekiyor. Yani tonla güzel şeyler oluyor. İşler kızışıyor. Ya Fatu ile savaşacağız. Ya Fatu ile birlikte Rerir'e karşı savaşacağız. Ya da herkes birbiriyle savaşacak. Bakalım. Umarım Columbina bize yardım eder. Nereye gitmemiz gerekiyor? Şuraya gitmemiz gerekiyor. Bu kadar hızlı gitmemin sebebi normalde ben böyle zevk ala ala yavaş yavaş oynuyorum ama 2 günde bitireceğim görevi çünkü sürekli karşıma spoiler çıkıyor.
Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious.
Enteresan.
But he seemed pretty confident, so... Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this
Yep,
Evet.
that's us.
Aç kapıyı bakalım.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some record. If there's anything else you'd like to look into... Sadly, no. The motive behind, but considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate.
We'll do our part too. All right. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation.
Yani
Once again.
andakinin aksine direkt teyvatin kendisiyle alakalı hikayelerle karşı karşıyayız. O yüzden içine çok güzel çekiyor yani. 4-5 yılın artık natlanana kadar olan tüm hikayelerin yavaş yavaş açığa çıktığı bir hikaye silsilesi.
But we still know nothing of... Something the matter? Huh. It looks like Flince's lantern.
Flint görmez
Where is
olabiliyor
he
mu?
exactly?
Fener'in içinde mi ya da?
Well, we've got the lantern. What now?
Fener'in içinden çıktı.
Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never...
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right.
Ne oluyor peki?
That
Ne
required a
yapıyorsun?
little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment.
Flince'in
Our time is limited
gerçek
after all.
kimliği çok önemli. Tuhaf bir şey dönüyor birisiyle ilgili. Normal insanların yapamadığı şeyler yapıyor.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it your...
Ne hissediyoruz?
Identical
İçlik.
powers must flow from the same source.
Rerir.
It was the wild hunt then that took my form and killed the sergeant major. But
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
if the
Probably
wild
what it
hunt's
is.
true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of
Wow.
us stationed in Nashatown. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit.
Bir şey bulamıyorum.
When we
şimdi.
fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type.
Oh, if we can't get in, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal.
Yani. Vücudunun içine bakalım. Ne? Feneri nerede? Kolunda yanıp sönen
You
bir ışık
mean
mı var?
this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the
Aha.
cannon. It doesn't mean that
Boşuna
the components
tamirci
are
olmamışız.
damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that,
Evet.
yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon.
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the sergeant major before disguising himself as me.
Önce bunu öldürmüş. Sonra
If only there was
Rerir
some way to
Rerir
prove
bunun
it.
kılığına girmiş.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves.
Hadi gidelim bakalım.
Ah, yes. And remember to pick me up by the window.
Tamam. Öylesine gidiyordum ama otobüs aldık. Bedavadan.
Oh, it's you two. On Flint's. Given the hour.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if...
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of... His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated. Having been designed as such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, and I understood completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involved. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the what's with those faces?
3 gün önce
Everything
mi
all right?
ölmüş?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation.
Çok nazik.
It seems that it is
NPC'ler
as
var
we
burada.
guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while we're 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical trait.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the... But how would that help Rerir exactly?
Kötüye saldırabilir.
Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
so we solved one mystery, only to dig up another.
Belki de ayı patlatmak istiyordur.
This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes,
Hadi
I'd
yatışa
say it
geçelim.
is high time we will have to fight.
Yeah, we should
A reasonable suggestion.
Oh,
I have no doubt that my
just
quarters have
görüyorum.
been turned inside. My colleagues have never...
Well, guess we'll just...
That would be
Gel
good.
bizimle yat
Yes.
bakalım hadi.
Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Burada herkes birbirine hesap yazıyor ya. Yok bir gececikten bir şey olmaz. Ödersin onu. Boş ver. Abi orada chest görmüştüm ama.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my I see. Words. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Yani.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a...
Yeah!
Bir şeyler var. Bir şeyler var sende Prince. Anlat gerçekleri. Bize güvenebilirsin. Bize güvenebilirsin.
All right. I suppose your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is
face'in,
not
değil mi?
enough. You know humans well. And naturally, you understand their limits.
Sen human değilsin
But
değil mi?
some things that humans would consider difficult are quite...
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you can... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light
is that why you chose to help?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw but I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen
Karakterler çok
heroes.
güzel ya. Ne bileyim.
That was the origin of the final night
Her
cemetery.
karakter... Hikayedeki karakterler çok ciddi. Rollerini çok iyi yapıyorlar.
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, nonetheless, There are still... Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if...
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case...
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki what?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then. We'll trust you.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right.
Bakalım faylardan
Thanks again for
olayı
your help.
neymiş?
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Hadi yatalım. Bu sesler nasıl yatıyor ya?
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Neler oldu? Yine mi biri öldürüldü?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest.
Resting? We're all about to be done for! And Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too,
Rerir
huh?
insanları
What
kızıştırdı.
happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
Biz yapmadık, Rerir yaptı.
What do you mean? Ugh, this is so confusing. But it's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain. Okay,
Hey! Let us in!
My apologies. My apologies.
hold on. Calm down, everyone.
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Seek? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
Dayak yemeyi
A
hak
watering
etti.
hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront... Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket
Para
they've caused.
dediklerinde kaçacaklar muhtemelen.
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in...
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you?
Yani paraları yok çünkü fakirler.
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of...
Ne- Niye saldırdın Nefer?
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something.
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained... Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, News spreading amongst them that the wild hunt could... Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects, and amidst it all, Flintz's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle...
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about the...
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but...
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is...
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Hadi bakalım, herkes buluşacak. Sırlar arşivine gidelim. Kapıdan çıkmaktansa böyle çıkmak daha mantıklı olur diye düşünüyorum. Damadı. Aha. Meliz'in burada ne geziyor? Ajan mı? Neyse buna vakit kaybedemem şu an. Burada takılıyor ya. Ben bunun şeyine sevmedim biraz.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite?
Or
if I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
O da Fatih'e de patlatacak işte.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been... Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be so...
Maybe because that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and...
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only...
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
Bence Rerir'in amacı topu ateşleyip bir şeyler çalmak.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Enough and I...
The curatorium will head...
And we Frostmoon Scions...
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here.
Never mind you.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so...
Gotcha!
Hadi bakalım. Herkes üstüne düşeni yapsın. Abi bu yürüyüş hakkında da hala çok komiğime gidiyor. Genç karakterin böyle
Anyone seen
yürümesi.
the lantern? Has Flynn dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Zaten fener Flint. 2000. Oraya gidiyoruz. Oraya nasıl gideceğiz? Nasıl gidiliyor oraya? Ben nereye düştüm yine ya?
Positions!
Taking a turn for the better. A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects.
The doctor will see you now.
Buraya. Nereye gidecektik? Burada bir şeyler var sanki. Ama zamanımız yok. Neyse. Bir dakika. Biz oraya gitmemiş miydik daha önce? Orada hiçbir şey açmamış mıyım ben? Oraya gitmiştik. Görev yaptık orada. Enteresan. Oraya nasıl geçeceğim ben? Bir görev yaptık orada. Neden? Nasıl gidilir oraya? Ya Furina'yla oradan gitmeye yolu vardır ya. Furina'yla gidilir mi ki? Furina'yla gideceğiz o zaman. Yapacak bir şey yok. Enteresan.
Shower me with praise!
Ya buraya geldik, görev yaptık, o kadar açılmamış mı yani?
May I present?
Sandık.
Make short work of you.
Yeah, heads up!
Listen.
Hero incoming! Yeah! Did that grow out of the ground?
Abi yine göreve yakalandık ya. Bunu açacaktım.
Strike a pose! Oof! Kapow! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Listen. Over.
Burası da böyle bir yermiş. Ben burası Flins'in bir yeri falan sandım. Enteresan. O kadar görev yaptık, hiçbir yer açılmamış ya. Hadi bakalım gidelim. Oh, tamam ya. Kıyamam, Columbina'nın heykelini ne yapmışlar, ne hale getirmişler. Biz yine bundan devam edelim. Hatta acaba Nila takım oynamasak mı? Çok yüzsüz kalıyoruz. Cookie takımı oynayalım.
What'd they do this time?
Aynı yerine de. Yalan koyalım mı? Yok ya, aynı kalsın. Ben bu karakterlerle oynamak istiyorum. Hazır buraya gelmişken şurayı da açalım mı?
For a fight? Lightning purified!
Lush as the moon.
Işık muhafızının bir heykeli. Burada bir şeyler dönüyor. Orada bir şey kalmış. Şunu geçeyim de. Şu an görev yapıyorum, uğraşamam sizinle. Burası ne acaba? Fener falan, kule mule, anladım. Ördekler bize ne veriyor peki? Yumurta mı? Ruhlar falan var, mezarlık. Wow, müzik muhteşem.
Someone's guarding this place just like he's...
This way.
This way.
Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay. Or not. How are we supposed to read through...
Difficult, yes. But it is also our to expose the true intentions of the...
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
Hadi bakalım. Kitap okuyacağız. Ne olacak?
Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself.
Birisi bize yardım ediyor.
Graveyard, right, Flint?
Many strange things happen here.
But that file really did... Hey, come out! Don't scare Pim...
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Hayaletler bize yardım ediyor.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then.
Güzel. En azından teker teker bize okutmuyor oyun. Yani az önce geldik burada görev yaptık geçen. Niye açılmamış ki harita?
Paimon sure could use a lot.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of it.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice.
All right. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty...
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one and look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share...
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained.
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed, despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone's sealing powers watertight.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, and while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki...
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so... That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look.
Bir şeyler dönüyor ama. Rama mı geldi?
Ah, It's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to...
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he
Kendisini
already fire
güçlendirmek
it once
için.
before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Hadi bakalım.
Go!
Lara kızışıyor.
Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved once in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams. But now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me, sooner or later.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Şimdi ateş atıldıkça
Are you
bu
completely
güçleniyor.
crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more. But that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, every I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stay still. I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Sendron mu bizi acaba kurtaracak? Hadi bakalım. Kısa bir süre önce.
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The
Hadi
air is
canım
thick
yapar.
with fear and anxiety.
ChatGPT gibi konuşuyor
Spooking the
yapar.
birds and
Her
beasts.
şeyi
What
söyleyip
exactly is going
duruyor.
on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rerir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the wild hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Burası Nodkrai.
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
İnsanlar.
I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Oh, let me over there! What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the wild hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the wild hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter?
Evet.
The traveler won't make it back in time.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
Siz yaparsınız. Siz kurtarırsınız bizi.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Yetenekler falan gitmiş. Kaçın siz.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to but you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady.
Then come. I need you to step forward.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not...
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to... Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you at...
Tamam. Biz insanları ikna edeceğiz.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
Ulti bastı Dalma.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her.
Evet.
Everyone, it's her.
Benim.
At times like these, we must rely on ourselves. We won't let you that creature, aren't you?
Time to leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Kim ağlıyor?
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
There's
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a kremkake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Yani kurabiyeyi boş ver. Ben o ya.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all,
Tamam, birbirimize
otherwise
güvenmeliyiz.
rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
İnsanlara ikna edebiliyorlar ama. Sıra bizde. Inafa'ya dönüştük bu sefer de.
Let's go, Inafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Abi komedi.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Ne kadar güzel yapmışlar. Kucağımıza aldık, aynı gidiyoruz.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Hadi kıracağız. İçinden geçeceğiz. Hadi bakalım. Ne olacak hadi bakalım. Herkes elinden geleni yapıyor.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here?
Olamaz.
Don't fall!
Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Yani oyun beni Inafa'yı sıkıyorum diye.
Defensive mode engaged.
Inafa'yı sıkıyorum diye bana ders olsun diye.
Preparing for dust up. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode. Cleanup.
Easy peasy. What made you think I couldn't take out one of my own designs, huh? This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire check.
Oh, alright. Let's hit the emergency...
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that.
Ne yapacağız acaba?
We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Arkadaşlarına güvenmelisin.
Sigi sato passa sax, intili potutos. Necritus necrus baptusi, que omnes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin tirantur resurrecum, topir tua eition feratum.
Fake büyüsü yapıyor. Taramalı tüfek gibi. Birisini dirilttik. Biz şimdi kim olacak? Rerir. Ölüme isyan avcısı. Fena. Aşırı fena. Savaşıyor muyuz? Savaş mı var şimdi?
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish, torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength.
Oh, tamam. Yeterli değil.
Everything.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
Verfnir, Rheindatter, Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality
Sanırım
he still
diğer
had when he was
günahkarlar
searching for his
ona
body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world.
Sanırım diğer günahkarlar bunu ihanet etti falan.
Fools. Time to die.
Güzel savaşıyoruz. Hadi bakalım.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, laughable that you should die for their sake.
Oh, Sandra mı burada?
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Hemen robotu upgrade etmiş. Ben tutacağım. Columbina mı? bu şimdi? Columbina bizi çekti.
We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency.
Fena.
Oh?
Columbina friendship.
I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Paulownia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Paulownia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Paulownia! We're leaving!
Ha, ben robot orada unuttuk zannediyordum. O da gelmiş.
Oh.
Tamam, şimdi ne olacak?
Anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Rerir's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
Ama Columbina yener.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
No.
I see.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry.
Bakalım. Ne oldu? Sen de mi 10 olmuş diyeceksin?
My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Böyleydi. Fena bitmedi. Yani tam savaşacağız ama böyle uçmalı, patlamalı, kaçmalı bir şeyler olmuyor yani, ama hikayesi olarak çok güzel ilerleme kaydettik. Nahtlandaki gibi epik savaşlar olmuyor ama Nahtland'da şeyle adını unuttum, o Fatih ile Novika'nın yumruk yumruğa savaştıkları sahne muhteşemdi. Onun gibi bir epik savaş olmadı ama gerçekten de efsane şeyler dönüyor. Hikaye olarak çok ilerleme kaydettik. Gölgelerin hepsini biliyoruz artık. Günahkarların hepsi
Fortunately,
biliyoruz
we were able
artık.
to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Rerir of Solnari has now gained a complete form.
Well, it seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious
Columbina'nın
cuckoo
durumu
into
daha
the
da
wild.
kötüleşiyor.
I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with cuckoo?
I'm on knows what you mean, but that
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no...
Is there, still time for me to
Demek ki
tender my
teyvatın
resignation?
dışında olan bir şey var. O daha önemli. Teyvatın Teyvat'ta şu an ne oldu hakkında. Yani Teyvat'tan daha önemli bir şey var. Dönüyor. Muhtemelen günahkarlar kendi aralarında
Just kidding.
savaşacak.
Don't worry, boss. I know. So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance, That's right. And it still works on normal.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks for that, and
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to...
Ay bugün başıma gelmeyen kalmadı. Annem
I
geliyor.
will give that some
Kediler
thought.
kavga ediyor. Bir sürü şey oldu başıma geldi.
I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one?
Well, if you've got a moment. There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey.
Cenaze törenine mi gidiyoruz? Yani pek tanımazdım kendisini ama hadi bakalım. Gözü kırmızı mı?
This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course.
Allah rahmet eylesin.
brought light
Lahmet
and grace
çağırsak
to those
bir
around him.
Yasin okurdu bize.
But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's slowly. Gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. But we will pursue him to the last. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Lahama'da da Flints'te de böyle yaşam enerjisi çok düşük yani bilmiyorum düşük bir enerji aldığım için sinirlerimi bozuyorlar ikisi de. Ve ikisi de sır saklayalım, güvenmeyelim, insanlardan uzak duralım, güçlerimizin hepsini kullanmayalım.
Oh,
O tür
what
tuhaf
are you
şeyler
talking about?
yapıyorlar.
Care to explain? Okay.
Either way,
Niye kavga
the Lantern
ediyorsunuz?
Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosis. Bak birisi ölmüş.
Even when the night is gone, and even when the
Hey, it's the Wanatar! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Daha çok konuşuyoruz artık Columbina'yla. İsteğe bağlı hedefler derken Columbina dış yürüyüşe gelmiş.
Columbina!
Çimene basmaya gelmiş diyeceğim.
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Tamam da böyle saçma sapan bir yerde mi yürürsün?
Yeah,
Baksana çöplük bir de.
Aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you? Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with. Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your... The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to? Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat?
Yemeğin tadını sevmiş galiba.
Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home. You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
Tamam. Soru zamanı. Hadi bakalım. Arkonlarla konuşuyorduk ya. Onun gibi. Rerir'e ne olacak? Uzay gemimiz ne
I
oldu?
could not gain any insight into his now that he has donned a shape and form. But that power of his plays host to an obsession. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future.
Bence Rerir, aylar ve bizim uzay gemimiz bağlantılı. Nasıl fikir? Ama cidden gerçekten de. Biz uzay gemisiyle geliyoruz. Lumin geliyor. Ama sonradan geliyor. Demek ki biz yalnızmışız. Aynı zamanda ay düşüyor o zaman. Yani her şey birbiriyle bağlantılı gibi. Rerir de buradan çıkıyor falan. Bir anda gölgelere 4 Shades, 5 Shades'ı görüyoruz. Sonra bir yandan günahkarlar beliriyor falan. Fatui.
Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino...
Evet, nerede kız o?
Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan.
Hangi silah peki?
That's what... And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat.
Yani Lumin bir şeyler saklıyor bizden. Uzay gemisinde o şekilde sakladı. Rerir Lumin'i bildiğine göre uzay gemisini de biliyor olabilir. Lumin'le Rerir birbirlerini tanıyorlar o zaman. Evet, Rerir de kan rüyahtandı. Değil mi? Günahkarların hepsi kan rüyahtan galiba. Ya bu kadar.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried.
Senin gerçek evin orası değil. Senin gerçek evin benim yanım. Ve Sahne 2'de böyle birlikte gitti. Nodkrai hükümdar görevi de bitti. Ben sevdim ya. Hikayesi olarak muhteşem. Tamam epic değildi o kadar ama.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the
Varka'nın
Knights
sesi
of
böyle miymiş?
Favonius.
Oha.
Perhaps this treasure has been waiting for you all along.
Şimdi dünya görevleri kaldı. Dediğim gibi hikaye çok güzeldi. Çok güzel bir çözülmeydi. Böyle yavaş yavaş bütün şeyleri açtılar. Şu an önümüzde muhteşem bir şey var. Bütün karakterler var. Gölgeler, günahkarlar, Nodkrai'li karakterler, Oti, biz, Lumin. Hepsi burada. Hiçlik, Ay, Paimon. Bence Paimon'la alakalı bir şeyler öğreneceğiz. Yani bir sürü Fey'ler. Fey'den dolayı da Kray Archon hakkında daha çok bilgi bir şey öğrenebiliriz belki de. Tonla şey var. Onun dışında zaten hikaye muhteşem, gameplay, karakterler falan güzel ama karakterler konusunda siz nasıl buldunuz peki? Nodkrai'ye özellikle hükümdar gölün hikayesi olarak nasıl buldunuz? Yorumlarda yazın. Şimdi bu kadar. Bir sonraki videoda görüşürüz. Kendinize bakın. Hoşçakalın. Abone olmayı unutmayın. Olamaz, kameram gitmiş.